Hello students, in this video we will be learning about differential pulse code modulation. DPCM, differential pulse code modulation. What is this DPCM, sir? First try to understand some points. In DPCM, the bandwidth requirement is less. In DPCM, bandwidth requirement is less when compared to PCM for the same quantization levels. For the same quantization levels, the meaning is, what is the quantization error, sir? Quantization error is nothing but our QE max plus or minus delta by 2. If we want to reduce the quantization error, delta should be reduced. Delta formulas are V peak to peak by 2 power n. So to decrease delta, we can increase n. But you can observe, if n is increasing, delta decreasing, quantization error decreases, it's a good thing. But n increases, RB is NFS increases, then bandwidth requirement increases. Bandwidth increasing means cost is increasing. That is not a good phenomenon. So you can say one of the drawback of a PCM system is, as we are trying to decreasing the quantization error, the corresponding bandwidth requirement will increase. But in DPCM, we can decrease the quantization error without increment of bandwidth. So that's why I told that in DPCM, the bandwidth requirement is less when compared to PCM for the same quantization levels, that is for same n value. Sir, how we are decreasing the quantization error, sir? Without changing the quantization levels, that is without going for a more bandwidth. See, here what we are doing is, I am writing with the red color, to decrease the quantization error, anyhow delta has to decrease step size. To decrease the step size, there we are touching n. N if we are touching means, then obviously bandwidth increasing. But for decrease of delta, what we are doing is, which is nothing but Vmax minus V minimum by, that is called 2 power n. We are not touching this. To decrease the step size, here we are decreasing the dynamic range of a signal. What we have to quantize. What we are doing in DPCM, sir? In DPCM, we are decreasing the total dynamic range of a signal. What we have to quantize. Now, the question arises, how we can decrease the dynamic range, sir? How we can decrease the dynamic range of a signal, sir? The logic is here. For example, students, you are with your friend from the past 2 years. You are staying with your friend from the past 2 years. Now, can you guess how he can or she can behave in the next year also? Yes, obviously. How we are guessing? By knowing its past behavior. Here also, students, by knowing the past behavior of a signal up to some time extent, you can predict what is the next sample. Means, in DPCM we are using prediction filters. Especially that is possible for voice signals, which autocorrelation will be there between the samples. Are you getting my point? Here. So finally in DPCM what we are having, sir? In DPCM we are having prediction filters, sir. What is a prediction filter, sir? By taking the past behavior of a signal up to some time extent, it can predict the very next future value. If the prediction is good, the difference between actual value and the predicted value is small. That small range only we are going to be quantize. If that dynamic range is small, as a mathematical itself, you can also see the delta decreases, error will decrease. Or you can see the quantization process table, what we see in the PCM. The dynamic range is from 0 to 8. L value taken 4, QE max you got plus or minus 1 volt. Now what you can do is decrease the total dynamic range to 0 to 1. L value kept as it is 4. Now calculate QE max, you will get plus or minus 0.25. How the error is decreasing for the same L, sir? Because we are decreasing the dynamic range, sir. So how we are decreasing the dynamic range in DPCM, sir? We are decreasing the dynamic range in DPCM by decreasing the total dynamic range. How means we are taking the difference between present sample or actual sample minus predicted sample. That difference only we are going to be quantize. The difference is small, that is error is small, its dynamic range is small, then obviously quantization error also small. There is one problem asking in the 2019 gate, first time the question from the DPCM. In DPCM what we are quantizing? In DPCM we are quantizing the difference between actual sample minus what? Predicted sample. Clear? Now let me discuss about the DPCM transmitter. See the DPCM transmitter block. What is the first block? Common low pass filter. After that sampler. What is the sampler will do? It's also same as the PCM, but with the small modifications will be there. Sampler will convert our continuous time signal into discrete time signal without any information loss, provided that the sampling rate Fs is greater than 2Fn. From the sampler we will get the samples. This is called actual sample. Next we are having summer. This is positive only. Another one will come, that is from the protection filter, that is minus. That I am representing as some m cap of n, just a notation. Here what is m cap of NTS is predicted sample. Predicted sample. Now what we are taking for quantization? We are taking the error between the both. Means in DPCM what we are quantizing, sir? We are quantizing E of NTS. What is E of NTS? The difference between actual sample minus predicted sample. If the prediction is good, the difference is small. The difference is small means dynamic range is small. Quantization error is small. So this is given to the quantizer. And that itself is going to be encoded. Output is nothing but DPCM signal. Clear? And here we are having prediction filter. Another summer. Let me call quantizer output is EQ of NTS. This is the block diagram of a DPCM transmitter. We already know what is E of NTS, sir? E of NTS is actual sample minus predicted samples. The prediction is good, then the difference is small, error is small, I see. We already know about it. You can also analyze what we are actually giving to the prediction filter also. That is protection filter input and this summer both are positive. Summer output both are same only. What is the summer output? One is EQ of NTS, another one is M cap of NTS. What is M cap of NTS? Send the M cap this side, then that is nothing but M of NTS, that's plus EQ of NTS minus E of NTS. That is nothing but M of NTS. If you take minus common, E of NTS minus EQ of NTS. E of NTS minus EQ of NTS means quantizer input minus quantizer output is nothing but quantization error. I taken minus common. Means what we are giving to the protection filter is almost M of NTS we are giving. Then obviously difference is small. Then quantization error will be small. Clear? Yeah. Now see the DPCM receiver block. What is the last block in the transmitter? We know encoder. So here the first block is decoder. What is the input of the decoder? The output of a encoder, which is nothing but generated DPCM signal. What is the output of the decoder? Input of the encoder, which is nothing but EQ of NTS. Here also we are having summer positive, and here also we are having protection filter, that is also positive. Protection filter will generate the same M cap of NTS. Quantization is irreversible. Given to the low pass filter, it will reconstruct our M of T back. What we are having here is protection filter. This is a block diagram of a DPCM receiver. What is the low pass filter input? Low pass filter input or summer output both are same. That is EQ of NTS plus M cap of NTS. This value is nothing but M of NTS minus quantization error. We already seen. This quantization error is very small, means it's approximately M of NTS. Means actual samples are we are giving to low pass filter, it will regenerate our M of T back. This is the block diagram of a DPCM receiver. Clear? See the next problem. The bandwidth required in DPCM is less than that of PCM because option A, the number of bits per code is reduced, resulting in a reduced bit rate. Option B, the different signal is larger in amplitude than the actual signal. Option C, more quantization levels are needed. Option D, the successive samples of signal often differ in amplitude. Here in DPCM, what we are doing? The difference of present and means actual and predicted sample we are taking. If you see the options, different signal larger, no. More quantization levels, no. Successive samples, no. The number of bits per code is reduced. Why? Because what we are quantizing, sir? We are quantizing the difference between actual and predicted. The difference is small. Dynamic range is small. Small number of bits only. Small n only we need when compared to PCM. So the bandwidth required in PCM is less than that of DPCM, less than that of PCM, because the number of bits per code is reduced as resulting bit rate. Because bit rate is nothing but RB equal to NFS. N is reducing, RB reducing. So answer is option A.